So, according to the US Securities and Exchange Commissions, 95% of all day traders will lose money in the long run. Now, this is the long run. This isn't right around the corner in a month or two, but there is another trading statistic I'll tell you, which is for the short term, which is that 90% of all new traders that come to the market will lose 90% of all their capital they've put onto the market within the first 90 days of trading. Now, this is a very short period of time, only 3 months. Now, if you're trading, you know you can't gain a crazy amount of knowledge from that period of time. And that's where the Dunning-Kruger effect really comes into play. If you've never heard of this before, or you've possibly seen this graph but don't exactly know what it is, it's essentially the stages of people go through the learning process of anything new they discover. I went through this a lot. You guys wouldn't really know this, but I played CSGO at a fairly decent level and made YouTube videos on this. And during this time, the more I learned about the game and the knowledge required to be the best at the game, the less confidence I actually had in my ability, because the more I learned, the more I realized I didn't actually know what I was doing. Now, this happens a lot in trading. The first few months or few weeks you're trading, you'll usually get beginner's luck and you'll go on win streaks and you'll think you are the best trader in the world. This happens to a lot of different traders. This even happened at me one point, and within the first couple of weeks of trading, I was up 10% on my account. And this was real money. I didn't go into demo trading. I went to straight real capital to trade the live markets. As you guys might be able to guess, this didn't last very long. I then, instead of withdrawing that 10%, I lost it back to the market and I went down about 20-30% negative on my starting balance. So overall, I gave back to the market around about 40% in the total gains that I've made over that period of time. Now, that is when I fell off the peak of Mount Stupid, which is known as the first stage of the Dunning-Kruger effect, and fell directly and very quickly into the valley of despair. During this period of time, I doubted so much of my ability of trading. And keep in mind, this was only about 2 or 3 months into my trading process, so I didn't really have a lot of knowledge anyway. So when I was in the valley of despair, I came across a book from Mark Douglas called Trading in the Zone. Now, if you've never read this book, it talks about the psychological impact that trading has and how you should really be perceiving the markets and actually adapting your mindset in order to become the best trader you can be. Now, this isn't a very easy task to do, and a lot of traders, after they fall into this valley of despair, which is the second stage of the Dunning-Kruger effect, they sort of just give up. That is why 90% of traders quit, or most likely will quit within the first 90 days. It's a very short period of time, and you can't expect to learn a lot in that period of time, but a lot of traders coming into the market will quit because they've had a false representation of how the market actually works and operates. So they'll lose loads of capital and then simply leave because they think it's not right for them. But instead, they should actually be taking this opportunity to basically learn as much as possible. This craft takes years and years and years to really perfect. You can't expect to do something for such a short period of time and be an expert at it. There is no such thing in life as quick profit or quick riches, as many people say. Any get quick rich schemes just don't exist, and you really need to put in the hard work to earn what you deserve. With this experience going to the valley of despair that I've actually happened myself as well, it is a very daunting thing to feel. You feel you have no idea what you are doing, and to be honest, you really don't. But you should use that as motivation and a fire underneath you to go out there and try learn more and more and more to slowly but surely gain back that confidence. Now, even when you acquire lots more knowledge in trading, you'll never get back, and this is actually a key part of this, you'll never get back the same confidence you had when you're at the peak of Mount Stupid. Now, the peak of Mount Stupid is when you have no knowledge at all, but you have the highest amount of confidence you've ever had. And that is because you do not know anything. The more you learn about something, the less confidence you'll usually have, but eventually you'll get to a point where you're confident enough to execute properly on the markets, but also knowledgeable enough to know not to be overconfident like you were at the start of your journey. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this today is because you may be in the valley of despair. You may be in an early start of your trading journey where you feel you do not know what you're doing and you're questioning if this is the right path for you. Now, trading is not easy. It's one of the hardest things you'll ever be able to try do in your entire life. That is why 95% of all traders lose money. It's a very, very high percentage of traders that lose money. So do not think it will be easy. If you really, really do want to be the best trader you can be and want to go down this avenue, it will take years and years and years of hard work to get it right and actually perfect this craft of trading. Now, there are some people who will be out there who will say they've mastered trading or are a professional trader, not professional, sorry, a profitable trader after a couple of months, and that's great. That is an amazing thing for them. But people like that are a minority. Just because a few people go against the rule doesn't make it a rule. The rule is it will take years to acquire the knowledge and experience you need to become the best trader you can be. So the message I want to give to you today is that if you're in this valley of despair, please pick yourself back up. Know it will take incredible hard work, and the end goal will be you being a profitable trader. I hope you've gained some more knowledge from this video that I've spoke about today. And if you do not know about this Dunning-Kruger effect, please go off now and actually Google about it and look it up, because it's a very interesting thing to understand, and I'm sure a lot of you will even be able to relate to it in your trading journey itself. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like. If you disliked it, dislike it. It's not a problem at all. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.